am constantly amazed at all of the people who make comments like, this is the worst things have ever been, or is this the end times? Questions like that, because things are so awful out there and things have never been more dangerous. These days, you can't let kids go outside. I hear this stuff all the time. And I ask myself, how can this be? We're living in Disneyland, folks. People have no sense of history. Things have never been more violent. Look at the last century, where tens of millions of people were slaughtered by horrible, horrible dictators. Stalin, Mao, Hitler, holy smokes. 10 times, degrees of magnitude more than now. Crime is half what it was. Violent crime is half what it was in 1993 in the United States, and nobody can figure that out. We are living in amazing times of abundance and prosperity. Our biggest issue, personally, in the United States, North America, is the fact that we all need to lose some weight. This is not typical in human history. There's never been a time statistically where you are less likely to die at the hands of another human being. That should really count for something. I think we just lack a historical perspective. And history is really important. We Americans are not very good at history. The Capitol has been attacked. Well, around the time I was born, Puerto Rican nationalists stormed the Capitol while the House was in session and shot people up. And people forget that. Or the worst mass shooting. People don't remember Wounded Knee, where uniformed soldiers mowed down a whole village. That was a long time ago. We continue to be catastrophizing things that really, in historical perspective, are not that bad. Now, I'm not saying we don't have problems. Homelessness is a train wreck on the West Coast and other parts of the United States. We've got inflation for no particular reason. We've got incredible national debt building up and all kinds of issues around that. We do have a lot of craziness out there at the far left and the far right wings of our thought spectrum. Just nuttiness, absolute nuttiness, have just lost their minds. But the truth is, we are living in an amazing time. None of you would want to go back to the 1950s and go to the dentist that you had then with his equipment. None of you would want to go back to medical care just a few generations ago before antibiotics. A lot of us would be dead if we were living a few generations ago because of the lack of medical care that had not even been developed yet. Female literacy around the world is just taking off. People talk about overpopulation when you and I both know, if you look at the numbers, in a couple generations, underpopulation will be a huge economic problem. And we don't have enough kids. We need to look at the real numbers and have a historical perspective. And those of you who are people of faith like me, people talk as if God is not in charge and his whole project is just going to fail and he'll have to just bail us out of here. It's like Dunkirk or D-Day. A lot of people have a Dunkirk mentality. The enemy is coming and we have to be evacuated across the English Channel to safety. And they look at God that way. Since the world is so awful, we have to be taken out. But really the Bible teaches it's more like D-Day. The Lord is going to have his way with creation and he is invading across the English Channel and the forces of evil will be defeated. Will it be easy? No, it won't. There's going to be a lot of tribulation between here and there. But I have confidence that God is in charge. I have confidence that the promises of the Bible will come true. And I have confidence, historically speaking, that we are living in an amazing time. And gratefulness ought to replace pessimism in our mindset. Think about that, pass it on, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.